Well, American Airlines is instituting a new baggage fee. It will apply to passengers flying basic economy on transoceanic flights, so obviously over an ocean. The new fee, $75. Those flights used to get a free first bag checked, no charge. No longer. American already charges basic economy flyers for checked bags on domestic flights. So joining us now is travel industry expert Sandra McLemore. Sandra, great to speak with you. When I first heard about this, I have to say, I was like, what? I know that you're not happy about this. American says it's about consistency and streamlining basic economy offerings, but is there more to this? And isn't basic economy supposed to be just that? Basic?
Yeah, it's a spin doctor response, Nichole. It is so, I'm going to have to use the word silly. So the reason that American Airlines say that they're doing this is to, get this, avoid confusion between domestic travel and international travel. Last time I checked, nobody was confused about whether or not they were heading to Alabama or New York or Miami and getting that confused with leaving the country. So what they're trying to do is to use this excuse that if we charge fees for domestic, then we should also charge them for international so that everybody knows that we always charge fees. Really silly move and a really silly reason.
And how will this impact people who've already purchased those international flights, those international tickets?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Usually when airlines start some new thing, it's not done by the date that you book your ticket, it's done by the travel date because it's the easiest way. Basically like saying from this date, everybody will pay it. So it doesn't matter when you booked your ticket. As soon as it starts, you'll be paying it. And it's not just $75 for the first bag, Nichole. It's $100 for the second bag. So if you're heading off to Europe or to somewhere wonderful, you've saved for this trip and off you go, number one, of course, you're going to check a bag. So just taking a carry-on is not the answer. But if you're checking two bags, you will be paying $175 with American Airlines.
Ooh. All right, well, I guess there may be people getting on those flights with a lot of layers. So Sandra, this is actually making American inconsistent. They said this is all about consistency, but they're inconsistent now when it comes to other airlines, basic economy ticket holders, because they're not charging for that first check bag on transoceanic flights. But do you think it's really just a matter of time until they are also following suit?
Well, this is what usually happens. One airline will do it and then the others, it's a slippery slope for the others to slide. But in this, and listen, I could be wrong, but over the last 25 years, I've seen a thing or two. I don't think that the other airlines are going to follow suit on this. I think it is a stronger stance for them to take to say, we're not going to do this. And there's also, I want to say, Nichole, a bunch of ways that you can get around paying this fee, even on American Airlines.
Okay, honestly, I want to talk about that. Why do you think that they will not follow suit? Because, maybe I'm just negative, but I was like, of course every airline is going to start doing this.
Yeah, I think the revenue, the profit margin that airlines have on international routes is really high, and they can't afford to not get that business. So a family of five, a couple of two people, that's a lot of revenue when you're looking at a $1,500 airfare or a $2,000 or a $3,000 airfare. Multiply that individual airfare by the number of people in a group. It's very different, Nichole, than just dealing with individual ticket sales domestically. They want to make sure that their aircraft are filled. They're trying to recover from the pandemic. They're trying to recover from the fee revenue that they lost, not just the seat revenue that they lost. I really don't think you're going to see other airlines do this, not for the foreseeable future anyway. I spoke to my friends at Delta this morning. No plans on doing this right now.
All right. Well, Sandra, I really hope that you are correct on that. Last question for you. Believe it or not, a lot of viewers may not realize there are no official restrictions on bag charges. The industry kind of polices itself. But should there be some type of official restriction on what they can charge us?
Yes, and put me in charge of it. There really should be. This is one of the industries that is not as regulated as what it needs to be, especially when it comes to airlines. The Trump administration rolled back a lot of restrictions and regulations, and there really has to be. I think it's not just the airlines, though, when it comes to the travel industry. It's hotels when it comes to resort fees, all these extra fees. People are tired of it, Nichole. They don't want to feel nickel and dimed. They just want to know, what is the price? Tell me the price. I think we'd all agree we're happy to pay what the price is if it's reasonable, but just make it all inclusive. Quick tip, Nichole, if you want to get around these fees, check out credit cards that give you bag access, like extra bags, or lounge access, or even loyalty with the airlines. They'll get you bags on board for free.
All right, excellent tips there. Sandra, always great to speak with you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.